Hey, hello everybody. What is up? It's been a little while. I apologize for that. It's my fault. 100% my fault.
You're the worst.
I am, but we're back on it. We're cool. Life is regular now.
Regular?
Well, I just,
Define regular.
I'm not so stressed out about a comedy festival. That's regular.
Which was a great success,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a fun time. Thank you for anyone that made it out. A few people made it out. And
Shout out to Michael.
Yeah.
We cannot shout out Michael.
100%.
All the way from Texas.
Yeah,
So shout out to Michael because he listens to every single episode too. So this is
100%.
our biggest supporters.
Yeah, and if you didn't make it, what's your excuse? Mine came from Texas, okay? So I don't want to hear it. I had to pay my bills. I don't want to hear it. All right. Well, let's get back to the show as per usual. We made a drink, which we haven't done in a while.
Yes.
What'd you make me here?
We're just gonna call it the Princess Peach.
The Princess Peach?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got lots of peach flavored stuff. We got some peach moonshine. We got some peach schnapps. Loads of pink Whitney.
Yeah.
Which is the pink lemonade flavored vodka. And then we've got cranberry juice in there, a little bit of lemon juice. And we got some glitter.
Yeah.
Edible glitter. Yeah, make it all pretty.
And
I realized I probably could have showed you guys. And then we put a peach in there too.
yeah, moonshine soaked peach.
Deliciousness. So,
Honestly, probably one of the better drinks we made. Yeah.
Sounds great.
and I just made it up off the top of my head. So I'm pretty proud of me.
Yeah. No, it's for sure. So, if you can't guess from the name of the drink, it's not just, or for sure, it's not just a Mario themed episode. It's a movie themed episode.
Yes.
I've seen a bunch of movies. Jasmine saw a movie. And we're gonna talk about it.
And I ain't at the movie pass like
Yeah, I know. It's a problem. So I guess we just start off with Mario, considering that's what we're drinking. So, Mario and this will be like a spoiler-free review. I'm not gonna give away like too much, but there is one thing I'm gonna give away.
Well, I will be honest. When we move on, I will give away everything about it.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. No, that's fine. Okay, fair enough. Or should we just say screw it? Did you care if I tell you about Mario? Okay, then.
So never mind. No,
Yeah,
All the spoilers.
all spoilers.
spoiler alert.
Yeah. Well, go watch it because it's not. This is the thing. Is Mario's not like one of these crazy movies where like I think everything's pretty expected. It is a children's movie, so they couldn't do too much. I think to like Mario just kind of
I'd say if it's the Pedro Pascal version.
of Mario from SNL. No,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the only way I'm going to use it.
It's a me, Mario. Yeah. that was a pretty cool sketch. Honestly, I liked it.
Daddy Pedro.
Oh god, it's brilliant. But no, hey, like it was one of the first franchise movies I went to go see. And I was, this is very clearly made for children. Like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I'm glad I went with like my nieces and nephews, and like I wasn't like with another adult there. But it is also like a movie that's fun for everyone. One thing I kind of pushed the Princess Peach theme was because, and the music video has already been released, but as we know, Jack Black played Bowser. Well, about halfway through creating the movie, they thought it'd be kind of cool to do like a music ballad. So as we know, Bowser loves to capture the princess. So in the movie, it's been like a kind of fan theory that Bowser has been in love with Princess Peach, and that's why he keeps kidnapping her. And so they solidified that with this movie.
So he's trying to just Stockholm syndrome her. Like he's just like he watched way too much
Yeah.
on the Beast and was like, I can do this.
100%. 100%. So yeah, basically the premise of the movie is he finds the star, the all star, and he's gonna present it to Peach, and it basically asks her hand in marriage, and that's why. And if she says no, then he's gonna destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. So she kind of has to say yes. But there's a scene specifically after he realizes that Mario and Luigi are there to kind of maybe prevent that. That he gets a moment to himself, and he actually sings a love ballad to Princess Peach. And it's amazing. It's awesome. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's on TikTok. Jack Black did an actual video for it.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Because Jack Black, he makes up a song, I think, for almost every single movie
Yeah.
that we ever is on.
Mhm.
There's always a song. Like,
Not everyone, but a good amount.
yeah, a good amount of them. Like the Jumanji song.
Yeah.
I love the Jumanji
Yeah.
song.
It's so into it, like,
No, this one might be my favorite, though.
Oh yeah.
Because Bowser calls, instead, he doesn't call her Princess. He does, I guess, call her Princess Peach, but he calls her Peaches. So in the song, there's this part of the song where he just says her name a bunch of times, like peaches, 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 peaches. Ow! woo, like he gets so into it. It's fucking great. Like I saw like the weekend it came out. I saw something about it, and I like was dodging it left and right. And I'm glad I did, because when I saw it in the movie, I don't want to say the best scene, but it's close. It's top 5 of all the scenes in the movie, because he sings it twice. It's great. So, but anyway, so yes, Mario and Luigi are brothers in the movie. Right? Just making sure. But the cool thing is they all are plumbers. That's cool.
All right, just making sure we're just keeping the story straight.
They open the scene with a commercial that they did, and they talk with the accents, the Italian accents in the commercial. But then it like zooms out, and they're in a pizzeria watching the commercial for the first time, and they're talking more with like a Brooklyn accent, and they even say like, were the accents too much for the commercial? And I think it's a great way to explain why they don't talk like that all the time. And it addresses it right away. We're not always thinking like, why don't they have the fucking accents or whatever? So they did it very tastefully. And then honestly, you even hear him say, it's a me, Mario, like one time in the movie. And he kind of says it like in the voice kind of. And no, it was Chris Pratt did a great job. Honestly, I think people were too hard on him for like thinking he was going to fuck it up, or just like putting a lot of pressure on him. No, I think he did a fantastic job. Charlie Day as Luigi was amazing. Like, he just has the perfect whiny voice to him to make that character work. And so they're trying to get their plumbing business going, and their whole family's just like, you guys aren't going to do shit. You guys are fucking, you're losers. So that's the whole thing. And the city had like a busted pipe, so they went to go try to fix it. While they're trying to fix it, they found the green tube that sucked them in and took them to Mushroom Kingdom. Well, Mario goes to Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi gets lost and goes into the dark world, or the dark side, or something they call it, something like that. But essentially where Bowser's castle is. So the whole thing is Mario, he finds Princess Peach. He finds Toad in the first like 5 seconds, and then Princess Peach finds him. She's like, oh shit, another fucking human. Like, that's crazy. There's none here. So then she trains him how to do all the stuff that they do, and then they go to Donkey Kong because they need Donkey Kong's army to help them with the Koopa Troopers. So that's kind of the base of the story, but it was cool to see all these characters. Just everything you love about Mario is in it. It's cool. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is amazing. I can't wait for him to get his own spin-off movie. They like just so many Easter eggs in the entire movie. And then we technically got like a Smash Brothers like cameo kind of thing, because him and Mario and Donkey Kong fight. We got Mario Kart in there. We have Mario doing like the levels where he's jumping around and like, doing the whole thing. And yeah, I don't know what else you could really want from the movie. It's pretty simple, but it's also fun, and it makes sense. But I think to me, the point when I realized like, oh, maybe this movie might not be totally for me is when Mario just shows up and Princess Peach is like, yeah, I'll like everything's so agreeable. There's never like a problem of mistrusting. It's just like, oh yeah, that's right, this is a children's movie, but things just have to move along. They can't get caught up on too many complicated relationships. So, but other than that, really fucking good. Yeah.
Do you remember the old Mario movie?
Yeah, with John Leguizamo and I forget the other guy, but yeah.
Yeah, I like have like a really like vague.
It's not good.
I liked it.
I'm sure you did.
Bad. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's not great. Like, but I mean, wasn't it made in like the 80s? Like,
well, okay, this is my thing.
And it's like a live action one, like, and they did it like actual live action. It's not a whole bunch of animation or anything going on.
I agree. I think that when you watch the movie, it's definitely like Ninja Turtles. They wanted to make Ninja Turtles. Is what they want to make, basically. Like, and it's just that movie is such a hard movie to recreate with the themes that Mario has, and I hated Bowser. I hated even like Yoshi was kind of cool. I like the fact that they went with Princess Daisy instead of Princess Peach, so that way Luigi can go after somebody not, it's not confusing. Yeah. But kids don't know that, you know what I mean? So it really wasn't like. I understand. Kind of like dark. Yeah, 100%, which is cool. Like for the time period, yes, that's how it should have been made. No one would have greenlit any other kind of movie. I get it. I like watching it for the nostalgia effect, but it's like I'm watching it and I'm just like, God, this is so bad.
Yeah, that's kind of the
yeah. I did like that. Like they did do like some practical stuff with the like, the reason they can jump so high is because they have the boots, and then they like had like different like weapons. They showed him with the plungers and
See, you remember way more about this movie than even I remember. I just had like a weird, vague memory, and especially of like what did the goop?
yeah, the Koopa Troopers were weird.
Yeah, and then
because they were just lizard people.
yeah, who are the lizard people?
Those are Koopas. Yeah,
I'm just making sure that I have stuff right.
That was the weird thing to me is like so like they live in an underground thing underneath New York, very 90s. Even the outfits, like everything looked cool and contemporary to the time, but yeah, it just when you watch it, you're just like, there's so many things. Like you could tell they spent a lot of money for that movie.
Yeah.
I just like it just missed a lot of stuff. And again, I just think I get why they made it and the time that they made it in, but it needed to wait another 10 years to where kids' movies were more fashionable. And they could just do more things. And like somebody, I was actually listening to, I forgot who said it. It was on TikTok I saw, but someone was talking about the Sonic movie compared to Super Mario Brothers. And they said like, this is how you do a full animation movie. Sonic could have been something that's fun for everyone. And you really get to see the stuff we've seen from Sonic throughout the times. There's just a lot more that could have been done if they would have done full animation. Because when you introduce live action, it just creates a lot of problems. And you're trying to figure out how to do all those. 100%. So, and I like the Sonic movies. Like, they're cool for what they are. But Super Mario Brothers definitely makes you think, oh, those movies were kind of not great compared to this. Like, if they would have done it this way, way more success, I feel. You know? So, not to say I'm not going to watch Sonic 3 when it comes out. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the full animation really wraps everything together. I liked it a lot. So. You should go watch it. I think I'd be interesting to see when you're
watch it. I just, we'll see when.
Yeah.
I'm so
don't
busy.
rush out to go watch it. Like,
So busy.
I think it's fun if you like have time to go to the movies or whatever. But I probably would have enjoyed it just the same amount at home. Like I didn't have to stay in the theaters. Oh, there are 2 secret like after credit scenes. The second one is cool. I'm gonna spoil it for anyone who gets all iffy about the spoilers, but. So you do see, it's a Yoshi egg, and you see it busting out. The thing is that you see the Yoshis in the movie for like a brief second. They're like running by, which was kind of cool because it was almost like, it reminded me of like Jurassic Park when you see like a herd of them running by. It was really cool.
It's a gala.
Exactly. And, but you don't see Mario's Yoshi. Which is the green one. You see every other color. We don't see the green one. And then, so at the end, you see the egg pop through the pipe into New York. And so I guess his Yoshi's coming out until probably look. But the weird thing is Mario, at the end of the movie, is in Toad Kingdom. Him and Luigi moved there permanently.
Oh.
So maybe they have to go back home.
They just gave up on their plumbing business.
No, they're plumber.
They're just like, we're going to go be plumbers.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, it was kind of cool. I don't know.
Fix all these green pipes.
Yeah, 100%.
That wasn't really bad.
No, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good. What is Mario's favorite clothing item to wear?
Overalls?
Denim. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. No, it's a great joke. It's stupid, but it's great. But yeah, no, I'm definitely excited for Mario 2. Oh, and we get to see Baby Mario. Like, just little things in the movie that, like, if you played all the games, like, I love playing Baby Mario. So, like, to see that, I was like, oh, that'll be cool. And if they ever do a Baby Mario movie where Yoshi is just, like, taking care of him, I would fucking love that shit. That should be amazing. Or Luigi's Man. Like, there's so many spin-offs that they can do. And they're talking about that. Supposedly, this was supposed to see if they could launch a universe. And I really hope that Donkey Kong gets the next sequel, because all of Donkey Kong characters that came out, they do a little nod to Diddy Kong because he's like in the audience when him and Mario are fighting, and Cranky Kong's just like, "You be quiet, Diddy Kong, I'm sorry." Like, so it's awesome. But yeah, I'm excited for the possibilities that it could bring.
More Mario.
Yes.
Mas Mario.
Last Mario.
Last Mario. I was going to say something, and I don't remember what I was going to say. I was going to bring up...
I forgot how to drink.
Oh, good job. So proud of you.
Yep.
I was going to bring up something else. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a preview. I'd say, oh, I remember. Did you see the trailer, though, for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, yeah. So I watched the announcement because they announced it at the Teen Choice Awards either earlier this year or last year. I can't remember the time frame, but I They announced it with the new voices, and the casting list is crazy. Jackie Chan, Seth Rogen, who I believe helped write it, and then they have all they showed all the actual teenagers the voices, but it looks interesting.
Did you actually see the trailer?
I did see the trailer. Yeah.
Okay, that I just thought it was like the. What am I trying to say? Like the
Aesthetics, maybe.
Yeah, like the artistry of it.
It's a little different, right?
Totally different.
Yeah, it very comic
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of what I was
Yeah,
trying to get at. I think it's like a comic book movie.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So instead of just like normal regular animation, it looks more like a comic, which is really cool.
I want them to do a story of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but like the original ones, because like in the comic books, at least the original story comic books, they all wore the same color bandana. They didn't have like different colors. It was the turtles, and it was much more violent. Like, and it was only black and white. The only thing that was colored was the bandana. It made really interesting contrast for the comic book. But yeah, I want to see that. But no, the new one though, it does look good. I like that the kids are actually teenagers, and it like reflects on their voices, and you can like really get a feel for that. It's not like some 30-year-old just like, hey guys, which again, those guys are great. I'm not saying they're bad, but it's just always kind of cool to see the actual person, the person age corrects for it,
Exactly. I'll be honest, I've never really been 100% Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
What?
Well, only because I was a huge Power Rangers fan.
Oh, okay, so it felt like...
Yeah, I kind of went the Power Rangers route and didn't really watch so much Ninja Turtles. So it's like, I'm not like
have you
fully versed. Like I can't tell them. I don't know which color is which. I don't know who has which weapon.
Yeah. Have you rewatched the original movie and like recently? No. Watch it. It's still like really like taking the nostalgia out of it, because it does kind of get me at certain points. Yeah. It still was a really solid, dark, edgy 90s movie without like not being for kids. Like it was still clearly for teenagers. And then it just, there's certain times you're like, holy shit, that guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
It's like very sad and epic. Or like, there's one scene where Raphael, he's the one that has the red bandana. He's known for like, he always kind of wants to be the leader. He just is the one that has like the most like teenage angst. So they're not supposed to like leave the lair. They're supposed to like, they're ninjas, so they're supposed to be out in secret. But he would like put on a trench coat and like leave, and he would get in some fights. And there's one thing where he gets like the shit beat out of him, and you're just like, oh my god, like you're like crying, and you're like 10 watching this movie.
I feel like as turtles though, if they got into a problem, just shrink into your shell, man.
That's the thing though. They're ninjas though, so they can't, like, it'd be dishonorable to do that without purpose. So there are times where they do shrink back into, but it's always funny. It's never like they do it on like it's done very well, because I think they do have to address that, because it's your first thought, right? Turtles go back in the shell, but there's one where I believe they're fighting someone and they go to hit them and they pull their head in and they hit the shell and the person's just sinking. Yeah. So that's the cool part about the Turtles. It still was dark, but very funny and very loose, So.
Well, speaking of the nostalgia though, and thinking also, because these are halfway Power Rangers. Did you notice? I don't know if you noticed, but did you know that the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original one, is on Netflix right now?
Yes. So, the Netflix has had a deal with with Saban for a little bit. With Disney, I guess, because Disney, I think, still. I don't know. It's weird. They go back and forth. So
fine. Everything's Disney now.
Yeah. So they struck a deal, and they're actually doing a Power Ranger special that comes out later this month. That looks amazing, which makes me really sad, because Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, actually turned it down. They made it before he passed away. Oh, really? But he actually turned it down because he had actually pitched them several ideas. They're Boom Comics, who does the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic book that's out right now. They create a storyline where basically when Jason, he eventually becomes good and becomes the good Green Ranger. Well, while he was the bad Green Ranger, instead of becoming good, the character actually sneaks into the power chamber and kills the Red Ranger and takes the White Tiger power while he has the Green Ranger power, and combines them and basically kills off all the Power Rangers, and he starts going from universe to universe doing that. Wow. And he was started calling himself Lord Draken, and it was a whole thing. And since Jason was so tight with I I guess Saban at the time, he pitched them a couple different shows, and that was one of the shows. I would love to do an adult based in the reality of the old show and a more adult version to do the story. They even made like a mock film on it and did this whole thing, and he comes out in it, and they basically turned him down on a bunch of ideas, and he said, I'm so tired of, I have this huge fan base. We can make a lot of money, and not just money, but make things for people who want to see it. And they keep just saying no because it's not their idea or whatever the reason is. And so when they approached him with this really good idea, and I think he would have been a great asset to it, he turned him down because like, no, you let me down. Yeah. Now it's your turn. And it's unfortunate that he passed away before you could see the result of this, and maybe that would have kind of made something in the future. But he does have a movie coming out called The Return of the White Dragon or something, Rise of the Witch or something like that. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully it'll come out by the end of this year. But either way, it is sad that we don't get to see that. But I am happy that more Power Ranger stuff is coming out, and I think that's why they have the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on there, which I have been watching, and I can only watch certain episodes because some of the episodes are super cringe, but some stuff's
no, like it's got the nostalgia there. Like I won't lie, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie is one of my favorite movies for growing up. I don't care how bad it is. Okay? Because everybody knows that I have terrible taste with my nostalgia. Okay, George Clooney Batman nipples. All right, guys, we know.
Yeah.
I have weird nostalgia things, and that movie is just one of them for me. Like
I love the opening scene. I love the skydiving scene. It's fucking super cool.
I don't know. I just loved everything about it. And don't be wrong, I was a little upset though that we changed from the dinosaurs to the other animals.
I think it was cool.
I didn't really care for it. I mean, I like the dinosaurs, man. I like dinosaurs. They're tattooed on me. I like dinosaurs.
I like the Falconzord. The Falcons, and the
Falconzord was badass. Don't get me wrong. That was one of my favorite toys growing up. Okay, because I had the whole Zord. I had everything, and I loved that. That one was my favorite piece of the whole thing. The front one was my least favorite.
You know how expensive those toys are now?
I used to have the Power Rangers with the belt button.
Oh, and it would.
The head would flip.
I still have the Green Ranger one in my room. Yeah.
Then my mom gave them away to my cousins, and I never saw them again.
So
what happened?
Just the Falcon Zord, without the box, probably like a couple $100. With the box, easily $500.
I don't care. The money doesn't even matter to me. I just want it. Like I just want.
Well, I know. I go to stores and look all the time to see if they're running deals on this stuff, and hardly ever Power Ranger stuff. Every once in a while I find a good one, but I really want a Dragon Dagger, and I can't find one for less than like $300. And it's like,
the one thing that I saw was when I got like older and everything was somebody saying like, does anybody ever wonder how he actually blew into?
What do you mean? The mouthpiece was on the side of the hilt.
Their mouths didn't move on their helmet.
Oh. Yeah, it was a silver piece.
Yeah, it wasn't like an actual like moving mouth or anything like that. It was just like a fake mouth on there, right? How was he with his fake mouth?
They have superpowers, you know, where he can breathe through his mask sometimes.
Ranger.
Yeah. That's supposed to be Zordon. That's his Zordon.
That is my Zordon impression. We're done. Moving on.
If we ever get to meet the guy, you know you have to do that, right?
Ranger.
I'm just saying, if we get the chance to.
Yeah, that's fucking spot on. All right, I think it's great going on.
Sure.
And I still can't. To this day, I still can't get over the fact that Alpha is a dude. I'm sorry.
What we're talking about. Yeah.
Sorry, Alpha just always sounded like.
Yeah.
Alpha just always sounded like a chick to me. I just let my whole life be like that was a chick robot, and then everyone was like, "No, it's a dude." And I was, no.
Yeah, I thought he was Mexican because he kept saying, "Yeah." That's where I was more mad about. He's not Mexican. What kind of bullshit is this?
So what other movies did you see, Frank? Well, I get the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go over there. Well, that's fine. No, let's talk about the movie that we both saw now, so that we can have more things to say.
You don't want to end on a high?
What? Well, you didn't want what? What do you mean?
What other movie did you see?
I saw Dungeons and Dragons, and then I saw Shazam.
Yeah, do you want to just end with that? You don't want to just start with that?
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Don't watch Shazam. No, it's alright. No,
That's what you say about Shazam.
it was alright. It just look. This is like
Just go see it just for Zachary Levi, just to look at him and all of his muscles that he has now, and then move on with your life.
Shazam's main villain is Black Adam. The Rock said no way, he doesn't want anything to do with Shazam. They even asked him, do you want to do a cameo in the second Shazam movie? And he said he denied it. And I'm like, that's his main fucking guy. Like, why wouldn't they interact at all? That's stupid.
Well, why didn't you want to do it? Was there a reason?
Because he was holding out for Superman.
That's what I was going to say. Did he have was it because of that?
Yeah,
That
he
had
just wants-
kind of bad taste. He just wants to cut it out completely now?
Oh, no. Yes. Do you mean The Rock? Yeah. The Rock definitely, he's like, oh, that didn't go the way I wanted it. Bye. Yeah, he just...
He was supposed to fucking fight Superman. Like,
Yeah. So
that all got...
went to hell. Yeah. So because of that, yeah, he basically said, well, we fought the good fight and we lost, so I'm done. Unless they give him a good reason, which...
I don't blame him.
He's just changing the character too much now for my liking. Like, I get it's not like he doesn't fight Superman, but they never, like, fight each other for the like, it's always, like, because of something else. Like, you know, he should have at least done a cameo in Shazam. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's your main good guy. That's his main bad guy.
if you're like, you know, kind of like if you kind of go into something and then you have like this idea that it's going to turn into this because of a certain, you know, cameo that happened in the other movie and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, then everything else goes, and who knows, maybe, I mean, we don't really know, but maybe he's like super good friends with fucking all of them and he's mad for them and he's just like, I boycott for them.
I think he's mad for his wallet. That's what I think.
I don't know.
I think he's I'm not talking...
Seems like really cool dude.
I'm not talking shit on him. I just think The Rock's the kind of person that does the things he wants to do when he wants to do it on his terms. And I think that...
Anybody's gonna really argue with him? Have you seen them?
Yeah, okay, this is business. Not... See,
I don't
he's not going to Hulk out.
anything happening. Yes, sir. Whatever you say.
No, at the end of the day, like, I get he has a brand to, like, protect or whatever, but at the same time, like, it lets a bad taste in my mouth that he would rather do something that he wants to do than being faithful to the source material. Like, and maybe had he fought Superman in a movie, maybe he would have been, okay, yeah, let's do the Shazam thing now, I guess, but I don't know. Shazam and Black Adam first, then go do Superman. Your husband.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he had reasons.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, the movie, it's an okay movie. It's not a bad, done movie. It's just a movie that I didn't need to see. Spoiler is Gal Gadot does a cameo in it. That was pretty cool.
Is that how you say her name?
Gal Gadot? Yeah. Why do you say Gal Gadot?
I could have swore she said her last name is Gadot.
Is it Gadot? I always thought it was Gadot.
She pronounces it Gadot or something along those lines where the T is actually prominent. It's not Gadot. It's not silent. I think the T actually makes the sound.
Well, she's...
I don't know. How many years has everybody been saying Brendan Fraser's name wrong? His name is Brendan Fraser.
Was
Not-
I in between?
Not Fraser.
Yeah.
Fraser.
Well, correct people.
No, I know, but he's been correcting people like now.
Yeah.
His,
Yeah.
you know, notoriety that he's back now and everything like
That's fair.
that. Like he did like I don't remember what he was doing, but he was doing like some little skit thing, and he was saying his name, and he goes, "That's Brendan Fraser, like Razor." Like he was like being really adamant about it, like
Yeah.
everybody's been saying my name wrong my entire fucking life. Like let's get this right now.
Yeah.
Fraser.
Well, good for him for standing up for his name. I get that. So, my bad. Gal Gadot.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say it.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes you hear things and you go, wait, did I hear that from here? Or is that just
Yeah.
making things up? I don't know.
But yeah, so she makes a cameo, which was kind of cool. Like, they allude to it in the beginning. You're like, oh, she's not actually in it because they kind of show her without showing her. And then later on, she, like, actually shows up. You're like, oh, sweet. But honestly, I could have gone without seeing this movie. It served no real purpose as far as, like, moving the Shazam family along. The one thing I thought was kind of cool, we got to see more about, like, their cave and stuff. But even then, like, it took a while to get there. I don't know. I didn't have the movie pass, I wouldn't have seen it.
Well, there you go. Just a free movie for you. Circle back though, real quick, back to Gal. I actually was told that I look like her. So it's not right now. Let me
When you wear your Wonder Woman suit, yeah.
absolutely, yeah. When I put on my cosplay. No, when my hair is straight, there's like a picture that I ended up putting like me next to her, and somebody else actually, a few people have like actually said, they're like, oh shit, like yes, you actually. Yeah. I guess we have very similar like face structure.
Okay. So does that mean that we're gonna get the Jasmine Wonder Woman cosplay?
We can, yeah. I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm down.
Cool.
Somebody give me the costume. Let's go.
Yeah, I want movie accurate.
Yeah. All right. I want some cheap costume, okay? Will look good.
You remember how much movie accurate costumes? They're relatively cheap. They're still hundreds of dollars, but I feel like they're much more costly to like the consumer. Because I remember when they first made the Master Chief Halo outfit, the movie quality one.
Yeah.
And that shit was like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And now you can probably get one on eBay for like $300 or $200.
What I think is hilarious is like you have all these people who straight up make their own.
Oh, the cost? No, they study a lot
and do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Why are like movie people not utilizing like that kind of stuff to make costumes for movies?
Well, they do, but this is the thing: is that cosplayers' stuff they're very delicate.
And most of it's made of foam or things like that. But I think that there are applications that they could take from cosplay people to make actors a little bit more comfortable. Because
they're doing the most that they can do right now. So like the movie studio, and I only know this because I've watched a few specials on like because there's one studio that makes most of the suits for like any kind of action-y kind of thing. So they take a body scan of you, so that way they can get every inch, like the exact dimensions, and then they start constructing the suit as far as looks, and then after looks, they start putting in all the like liquid cooling aspects, and if you needed to add muscles, because some people that they can't get the exact definition they want them to get, so they'll add certain plates and things in there and the details, and so these suits not only have to be comfortable to wear for 10-12 hours sometimes. They have to keep them relatively cool because it gets ridiculously hot in them. And then they also have to be durable because they have to be able to use them in all these action sequences, and they get ridiculously abused. So
I'm more concerned about the fact that most of the time when these people are in these costumes, they cannot use the restroom and they cannot like eat or drink. That's all I'm saying, man. Like,
if it's a full
that part a little bit more comfortable for them.
They finally have like the drinking down, the eating not so much because you have to like, if you're masked basically, you can't really do too much. Also, the suits are designed to you can't gain much weight while wearing them because if you do, you won't fit in them. And again, they just have to be. They're like those suits are making trust. They're like the highest peak performance suits that you can fucking get. And they do hire a lot of cosplay people to do, but a lot of the stuff that they do, even in the movies, is still quite lower quality. So they probably maybe not like big name movies, but smaller productions where the suits aren't going to be doing anything super crazy. But even I've seen some dude that makes like angel wings that like retract all the way. So
some of the cosplay stuff is just insane. I don't even know how they do the things that they do.
Yeah, they study. It's honestly a lot of it.
My mind.
Yeah. That's why I go with all the easy cosplays. Just different fat guys and stretchy outfits.
Velma.
Yeah. Right.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very ready. I'm ready to talk about it. Are you ready?
I'm ready to get to see it. I'm
Yeah.
so happy.
Yeah, it was cool. I liked it a lot. There was a lot to it. I wasn't sure. So I'm a fan of the original Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out years ago.
I don't fully remember it. Like, I have really vague memories, but I do remember really enjoying it.
Yeah, it was still a lot of fun, I think, if you liked fantasy stuff. This movie, though, is way more clearly designed for everybody.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It's very, like, everybody friendly because it even if you didn't really know a lot about Dungeons and Dragons, you could go in there, see the movie, and walk out being like, that was great. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna walk out with just like being like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
Yeah.
that was so confusing. Like, what was I watching?
Right? Even things like the gelatinous cube, like that, like didn't need much explanation. I think, even though, like, because I kept calling it that, and my friend that went with Rocky, he was like, "Why do you keep saying that?" And I'm like, "That's what it's called." And then he realized, "Oh, you understand what that is." I just thought it was a cube. So those are the kind of things where, like, I get, I get why they're like, we don't need to explain this, because this doesn't bore them to explain that. But they used it in a really interesting way.
I know, yeah, they when it popped up, I'm like, oh no, the gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
Like, no, like I was like terrified. I was like, ah. It's like one of my biggest fears is a gelatinous cube. It's like,
Yeah. And rightfully so.
well, yeah, they're terrified.
Yeah.
Melting. I want to be melted. I still can't get over. I'm really mad I didn't get the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
But I also
They're telling me.
So it's fine. It's fine. It happens. But I mean, the movie itself, I thought it was just really, really well done. I love that they incorporated too so many of the different like races.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I kind of wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting there to be so many of the races just included in there. When right out the gate, when I first saw the Dragonborn, I was like, oh my god, yes, that's so cool. Yeah. Like, I love that. And then I, of course, immediately thought of you.
Yeah.
You.
My character. That's my D&D character. I play a 700-year-old dragonborn that is a little bit of fun and a little bit rock and roll.
And very horny. Very horny.
Yeah.
And in all ways. More than just actual horns, guys. You know what I'm saying. He's just trying to have sex with everything.
Hey.
Literally, we walking into a place, there's a new character. Can I have sex with it? Blank.
It's a valid question.
So you're all right, roll. Let's see how lucky you really are. But I love that. I love that they included so many of like the different types.
Yeah.
I was slightly upset, but also really happy with the way that they did. I don't remember his name. Jean Pierre, whatever. Yeah. The hot guy.
Yeah.
I was really happy with his character, but I also like not.
Why?
Because I was like, I wanted more of him. Like I thought like he was gonna actually like fully join the quest.
No, side character.
But then again, at the same time, me being who I am and understanding Dungeons and Dragons can really appreciate the fact that he's that side character that you meet when you're on your quest.
Yeah.
And he's like all powerful. He has all the shit. And you're like, hey man, you want to come with us? And he's like, sorry, I cannot. I have other obligations. And just walks away in a straight line away from you. Like, and you're just like, you watch him walk away in distance. You're just like, oh man, he was so great. I wish we could keep him. Yeah. We can't. Like, and like, I can appreciate that being a Dungeons and Dragons player. That it's just really cool that they basically made these characters like actual, like, it almost seemed like they were really players playing the game. And then everybody else was just all like the little side characters and everything, which I thought was a really cool nuance that regular people wouldn't notice, but Dungeons and Dragons fans.
That's how I feel.